the Russian UFC fighters have been dominating the UFC. So it made me wonder, of all these Russians dominating, who is the best Russian? So I will be creating a tournament, an open weight tournament. Every single Russian I could find in the game of UFC 5, I put in this tournament. Heavyweight, flyweight, it doesn't matter. We'll see who is the best Russian. And this tournament is damage retained, so they keep all the damage from all their fights. So in the final, they will be cooked.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We're starting off with the first fight, Volkov versus Iloev. And Volkov's the heavyweight. He's the tallest one in this whole entire tournament. Iloev's a featherweight. He's very small, very short. In this fight right here, Volkov just dominated him. He ended up knocking him out. At the end of the round, Volkov landed a monstrous right hook. And he almost finished Moskar right there. I don't even think Moskar has a chance. Beginning of round 2 coming up, and Volkov just landed a crazy blow. He landed a crazy overhand that just puts him to sleep and makes him just jiggle on the ground. And for our next fight, we had a banger. We have the legend Fedor versus Ankalaev. And Ankalaev he started off very good, landing a monstrous right hand. Actually, he landed a head kick to just stun Fedor. In this fight right here, Ankalaev did his best Alex Pereira impression, and he totally boxed the head off of Fedor and kickboxed him. He was just destroying Fedor, as you can see. Fedor didn't know what to do with him this whole entire fight. He just continued to just punish Fedor and just do Fedor so crazy. He did this for most of the fight. He kept stunning Fedor, but he never got a knockdown and he never finished him. The fight eventually went to decision. After all those rocks on Fedor, the fight went to decision. And you'll see the decision coming up right now. I do not know how Fedor took that fight. That is a complete robbery. I think Fedor has the pride judges, or he has some Yakuza money or something. Just look at the scorecard, man. Pause the video. And for our next fight, we had Khamzat versus Shara Bullet. And you may think Shara Bullet, was striking good against Khamzat in this fight. This was just a one-way traffic fight for Khamzat. He completely dominated and destroyed Shara Bullet. Khamzat was in there doing his best Israel Adesanya impression. And Khamzat ended up taking that fight. And for our next fight, we got Umar versus random Russian I found. Do not ask me his name. I do not know his name. I just know I found him, and this, again, was one-way traffic. Umar was dominating. And he ended up winning by decision. The random Russian, he survived. I'm surprised. And next, we have Islam versus Khabib. This fight right here was just a pure wrestling clinic from Islam. Islam, being the little bro, he was dominating Khabib. Just keeping him on the ground, just raining down, ground and pounding him out. He was really smashing him, that real Russian smash style. He was going for submissions, but they just weren't going. See, Khabib gets him in this darts right here. Will he be able to finish it? I think he did finish it. From memory, I think. I'm pretty sure he finished it. Or I think, no, Islam got out. And going on to round 2, it was just the same. Islam got his takedown, and he just kept Khabib on the ground and just crotch sniffed him. I'm sorry if there's a lot of stuff missing in this vid, man. These fights were very boring. These Russian guys, the AIs fight just like them. They just crotch sniff. As you see, this is all he did for the fight. But Khabib did end up reversing him after Islam went for this triangle. He got out the triangle, and he went for his own submission. Goes to take the back. And let's see if Khabib can finish this. Because it's really just been Islam just holding him. Islam's really just dominating this fight. And Khabib ended up, he held Islam down for the rest of this round. So we're going to go to round 3. Hopefully Khabib can just pull this out the fire, son. Hopefully.
Stop.
And when round 3 started, Khabib got the early takedown. And for the rest of the round, Khabib just held Islam on the ground. And the fight went to decision. And somehow they gave it to Khabib. These judges are on one tonight. I do not know how they give that to Khabib. Pause the video, look at the stats. I do not know how they give that to Khabib. And next we have Fiziev versus Emayov. This fight right here, it was just one-way traffic again. Emayov just did him crazy. And he ended up just mounting up and finishing Fiziev in the second round with ease. And for the next fight, we have Zabit versus Pavlovich. I know I said Zabit up, man. I'll be honest. Pavlovich ran straight through him. I probably should have the matchups better. Look, he's getting stunned off of the clinch. For some reason, Sergey just thought he was like a wrestler or something. He took down Zabit, and Zabit was able to get him in a submission. Make him pay for it. But of course, Zabit wasn't able to get it. Sergey did indeed get out. But Zabit was able to get him in another submission, and he was actually able to get this one off this time. And almost get Sergey. Like, he got Sergey's submission bar pretty low. As you can see, look. That's pretty low. He just needs one more to tap out Sergey. But the round does indeed end. And the fight went to decision, where Sergey easily just took the dub. He kind of just destroyed this beat, but hey, for someone that has 99 punch power, he could not get a finish. Yeah, Sergey's a bum, man. And for our next fight, we got Mokaev versus Yan. And I'm gonna be honest, right now, this was just a reenactment versus Marab versus Yan. Mokaev completely just crotch sniffed Yan and held him down for 3 rounds straight in classic Mokaev fashion. I see why he was, released from the UFC. This was a very boring fight. I don't even want to really show it like that. So yeah, just know Mokaev just crotch sniffed Yan. Yan couldn't do nothing about it. And for our next fight, we had Volkov versus Fedor. And this one right here, this was as you see, Fedor gets a rock right off the start. This was a very competitive fight right here. This took down a lot of health from both fighters. So going forward in the future, they're going to be handicapped. Fedor ended up getting Volkov's back and going for the sub, the rear naked choke. Fedor was just going to sit on his back and just ride his back and not get the choke, and Volkov gets out. And as round 2 starts, Volkov again will get another rock with that overhand on Fedor's face. Fedor has yet to rock Volkov. And Fedor Falcon gets the single leg takedown, and he's now going to crotch sniff in Russian fashion. Some good old Russian crotch sniffing. And in round 3, Fedor finally gets his lick back, and he lands an overhand of his own, rocking Volkov. But, Volkov easily shake that off, because, Then we got some more Russian crotch sniffing from Fedor, the supposed GOAT. And Volkov gets the nod.
Ready.
And for our next fight, we got Khamzat versus Umar. This should be an easy win for Khamzat, hopefully. Bigger fighter, better wrestler. I'm just waiting for one of these guys to do a takedown. And Khamzat shoots a takedown, but Umar catches him in the guillotine. Let's see if Umar finishes it. And Umar finishes the guillotine. And that takes a lot of Khamzat's bar down. Oh my God. And then Umar just finishes Khamzat with the Kimura. Like, Umar really dominated Khamzat like that. We've never seen this happen before. It's actually crazy. I did not expect this. This actually messes everything up. Hey, on to the next fight. Good stuff, Umar. Next fight, we got Khabib versus Amayov. I still don't know how to say the dude's name. Khabib coming out. He coming out spicy. And you see, Khabib is just gonna go to the classic crotch sniff. You know, just classic Khabib. You know, classic Russian style. Khabib is gonna hold him down for a while and just beat on him for the whole entire fight. Khabib ends up winning this fight by decision. You know, I'm just gonna skip for, you know, your guys' viewer, you know, discretion for this boringness. Ooh, yay. Crotch stiff and Khabib gets it done again. And for our next fight, we got a mismatch. Mokaev versus Sergey. Sergey just off the bat was just beating on Mokaev. You know, he should. And for some reason, Sergey thinks he's a wrestler. Sergey rocks him again. Doing what he's supposed to do. You know, he's like 100 pounds more. Keeps rocking. Oh my God. Mokaev is eating these strikes. Mokaev lands a leg kick back, and Sergey drops him again. Is he gonna finish him? Nope. Sergey's just gonna keep beating on him. Sergey finally needs to finish it. Come on, Sergey. Yes, and Sergey just elbows and finishes the fight. Next fight, we got Volkov versus Umar. Now this fight should be a domination from Volkov, but we will see. Umar has upset some people. We see you got classic Umar here. He gets the takedown. This is gonna crotch sniff Volkov, hopefully. This is what he's probably hoping. Get some ground and pound him out, and just crotch sniff him. In this crotch sniff style, I feel like UFC EA just embeds takedowns into all Russian fighters. That's my theory. Volkov was able to get up and land some strikes back of his own and stun Umar.
I want you to finish this fight now. Finish. Attack that nut for me. Let's go.
Volkov was able to just keep landing on Umar and just keep punishing him. Look, elbow.
Let's go.
Then Volkov drops him again. And Volkov finally ends it with the left hook like Alex Pereira. Hey, Umar tried his best. You know, Volkov's a heavyweight. He's 6'8". This is what happens.
Fight. Ready.
We got Khabib versus Sergey. And I'm just going to tell you guys again. I know it's surprising. Khabib ends up crotch sniffing Sergey. And he finds his way into the finals. It's crazy, I know, but he crotch sniffed Sergey and he beat him by decision. It was a boring fight. And Khabib gets his long, hard fought victory against Sergey, a heavyweight. I'm surprised he made it this far. Now we have in the finals Volkov versus Khabib. Okay, the finals. Will Khabib continue his long streak of crotch sniffing these Russian fighters, these heavyweights? I'm gonna say Khabib's gonna shoot a takedown in the first minute. I'm guessing. Yep, you know, Khabib shot the takedown. And more crotch sniffing. Volkov has to get up. Please get up, Volkov. We can't have him win. Khabib didn't really do nothing that first round. He just held him down. And Volkov ended up finishing Khabib in this sequence right here. Yep. And there you go, folks. The greatest Russian, according to this UFC 5 tournament, is Volkov. I know he's a heavyweight, but he's the greatest. There, you got it. You know, like, subscribe, and all that, man. You know, this is very boring for me to watch. 2 hours of this I had to do. I had to watch 2 hours of just straight crotch sniffing. I need bleach.